So, I'm 22 years old now. I came up as a Miami Heat fan back in NBA Live '08 playing with Eddie Jones on the Heat. That's how I became a Heat fan. And ever since then, I've been dedicated to the Heat, man. It's getting bad with this Miami Heat team in my fandom right now, bro. Watching last night against the fucking Jazz. You're going to lose to the Utah Jazz who are actively trying to lose. Listen, bro, I really don't know what to do with this team, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, this clip of Eric Spoelstra came out yesterday, and he looked seething angry, bro. He was so mad, and I feel him because the front office hasn't done this man justice. But what an absolute abysmal loss. If I have to hear in a post game one more time, Spo talking about we're going to find a breakthrough. It's coming, dog. I remember this time last year, him talking about a breakthrough. Remember when the Heat went on like a 10-game losing streak last year and he kept saying breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. I remember exactly where I was. I was at a hotel with my shorty's dance competition, and I was in the hotel, and I believe it was a game against the Houston Rockets, I want to say. And we choked that game last year, and it was just breakthrough, breakthrough. The breakthrough's coming, this and that, bro. I've had enough of it, bro. I've completely had enough of it. And, for the Heat to come out there last night, and I know you're down Tyler, I know you're down Norm, I know you're down Pelle Larsson, but the fact that you blow that game when Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson, Nurkic didn't play a second in the fourth quarter is just absolutely abysmal. How do you lose to a team who is trying to fucking lose, bro? Like, that is absolutely unbelievable. I don't even know how that's a possibility. You feel me? Like, what are we talking about? And, this morning it came out with, like, more shit about the Giannis and the trade deadline situation with the Heat. Barry put out some stuff about how, the Heat were able to find a third team to get a first-round pick, whether that be from whether that was from a Wiggins deal or from Tyler going to a third team. Some team was willing to get in on the Giannis deal and be that third team to get a first-round pick to send over to Milwaukee. And I think that was going to end up being sending over to Indiana. Because if you remember on the trade deadline day, I think it was the live stream of, Jake Fisher. And he was like some buzz about Indiana and Miami. I think Ware was going to get sent over to Indiana, and then they were going to send a first-round pick to the Heat, which was going to go to the Bucks. But then obviously it fell through, and they ended up trading for Zubac. And then some Heat fans on Twitter this morning were mad that, why didn't you do the move anyway? You feel me? Why wouldn't you trade for a first-round pick anyway if it was going to help you land Giannis in the summer? Well, I wouldn't have just traded Ware for a first-round pick if that was just a trade that we could have done without Giannis, bro. I'm not doing that. Like, respectfully, I'm not trading Ware for a 28 pick or whatever it is, bro. I'm just not. Now, Tyler, on the other hand, you're damn right. I'm trading Tyler. If you could have found a Tyler trade of like Utah or another one of these teams would have taken on Tyler for a first-round pick and some salary fillers, whatever that may be, I would have done that shit in a heartbeat. Same with Norman Powell. I know All-Star and all that. I would have traded Norman for a first, but you just knew they weren't going to do that. And then Wiggins, we got to talk about this Wiggins thing, bro. He's been so good, bro, this season, especially these last few weeks. He's been playing some really high-quality basketball, and I'm surprised you couldn't find a first-round pick for Wiggins. But if you're talking about a team could have gave you that first-round pick, and it was Wiggins, the player that they were talking about this morning, you got to make that trade. Like, this dude Wiggins is playing outstanding basketball, bro. Let's just look at Andrew Wiggins over these past few games, bro. The guy has been 26 last night, 26 against the Celtics. He looked amazing in that game. He's given you 16 a game, 47 from the field, 39 from three is a career high, I'm pretty sure. Damn near a career high. I guess you could say this one-off year with Golden State. And I'm pretty sure that was his All-Star season. But either way, bro, he's shooting career high in three. He's shooting well from the line. I swear every time I look at a free throw, not last night, they missed like 12 free throws in the fourth quarter, but I swear every time I look at Wiggins, he's missing free throws. But he's having a great season. And you're telling me not one team would have offered a first round pick for him? I don't know. I feel like they maybe didn't push him enough out there to be traded, but who knows? What do I know? It's just so ironic that like your team is so pro, not tank. Like we're going to play to win every single night. We're not going to not play the young guys. We're going to play the vets. We're going to give our team the best chance to win every single night. And then you go out there and you lose to a team who benched their best players in the fourth quarter. Like Kyle Flipkowski was looking like fucking Lauri Markkanen out there. He's looking like prime Dirk. And then the end of the game, you get Cass, a drawn up play for Cass. And I was like, bro, really? Like, I get it. Go for the 3-win. I probably would have done the same shit. And I get it. Cass, he was on a burner last night. Kind of the only bright spot for this Heat these past few days. Cass has had back-to-back 20-point games. He's been great. And I really hope Spo keeps him in the rotation the rest of the year, bro. He giving you an element at backup point guard that, I mean, we don't have. Obviously, Drew Smith's not giving you a 6-3 game. Drew Smith's career high from 3, probably like, what, 4? Maybe something like that. Cass giving you back-to-back 6 3-point games. So Cass is special, man. I mean, I was happy when they drafted him. I was in the draft and I was yelling at my TV. I was saying either Cass or I was seeing either Rasheer Fleming. Rasheer Fleming, I don't even know where Rasheer Fleming is. I think he got drafted by the Suns, I want to say. I could be tripping. Who knows where Rasheer Fleming is? I'm glad that we didn't draft him, but I was yelling at the screen for Cass. Should have gone in the top 10. And I'm glad Spo's playing him because he looks good out there, man. He really does. I guess, like I said, that's the only bright spot. Where last night, bro, was just absolutely abysmal. It's so funny that we finally been calling for the Bamware, and then finally we get it. They start together. And this man, Khalil Ware, fouls out in like, what, 15 minutes? Like, absolutely abysmal from Khalil Ware last night. Nurkic looked like prime Shaq out there, grabbing boards over him and Bam. And I know it's not all on Ware and Bam. Like, I was watching, like, Wiggins was blowing box outs a couple times, but, like, just an abysmal loss. Like, the Jazz have, what, 15 wins on the season, if I'm not mistaken? 17 wins. They had 16 going into the last night. I know Spo is absolutely furious because, like I said, we saw that clip in the front offices as well. I would hope so. But I don't know, guys. Y'all Heat fans, man, y'all got to let me know what y'all think because, I mean, coming up on the schedule for the Heat, I was looking at this past schedule and I was like, you got to go 3-0 before All-Star break. 3, I mean, absolutely winnable games, and we should have won against the Celtics. We should have gone into All-Star break with a 4-0 record, coming out with an easy-ass schedule, bro. Like, you could have seriously gone 7-3 in the next 10, maybe 8-2, maybe, but you know, this team is not capable of doing any sort of thing like that. And the most you're going to get out of this Heat team is win maybe four games in a row, maybe at best. If you lose to the Pelicans tomorrow night, I mean, destroy everything. I mean, this is a game you absolutely cannot lose going into All-Star break. Now, you are probably going to be getting Tyler back after All-Star break. I would hope so. If Tyler's not back after All-Star break, then God, Lord knows what's going to happen. I mean, the guy's he's played like 10 games all season. But I mean, you're looking at the schedule, right? You give or take the Hawks. I think they're going to get their get back against the Hawks here. They'll probably win that game after All-Star break. You're on a back-to-back. The Heat usually do well on back-to-backs, especially against the Grizzlies. No Jaren. This is a food game here. Ja will probably be back for this. You got to win this one. You got to beat the Bucks, right? After everything that's happened. They just lost by like 30 the other night, so they're terrible. Philly, probably going to lose. You're going to lose this one. And I guarantee you're going to drop one of these to Brooklyn. So best case scenario for the second half of the season for this Miami Heat team is Tyler comes back after All-Star break. Tyler is giving you what he's been doing all season because in the games Tyler's played, he's been rather good. I mean, 23, you're talking 23 points on like 50, 40, 90. If he can do that consistently, not 50, 40, 90, I mean, that'd be great. But if Tyler can give you about 23 points per game, like 4 and 4 maybe on good splits, and the Heat can go on some sort of run, maybe that elevates his trade value into the offseason and into next year. But the Heat are in a really tough spot, and it just gets worse and worse every day. I was absolutely tweaking last night watching the game, and probably one of the worst losses I can remember. That is where we are as the life of a Heat fan, 28-27, where the worst place you want to be in the NBA is just middle of the pack mediocrity. So that's where we're at. If you want to see more of these kind of rambling style videos, I'm going to post more NBA content on this second channel. So if you are interested in just hearing me talk hoops, I know y'all probably hear from my rebuilds and whatnot. Let me know. Let me know what y'all mess with. All right. I'm going to catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.